Howdy everybody. Welcome to the Black Ribbon Warrior podcast, YouTube channel, blog, whatever you want to call it. I'm your host Lee, and today is August 31st, 2025. What makes August 31st a big deal? Well, 4 years ago today, I had brain surgery to remove the tumor in my brain. It was the size of a ping pong ball. Did 3 rounds of radiation to get it down to where it was just basically ash, and then they scrubbed it all out. Kind of crazy that it's been 4 years. Looking through pictures this morning, because Facebook, they give you the updates or whatever, and seeing the pictures, the memories that came up, and just a flood of emotions. It's been a wild ride, and the fact that I'm able to remember some of it is great. So, and then I'm still here. It's been a crazy ride, but unfortunate. My daughter told me that somebody had told her that they would rather any other kind of cancer than melanoma. I don't know, but I guess that's depending on the person. So I'm able to do this right here with my pup. Okay, he's 13, but 13, he'll be 14 in December. But since 4 years, we went through. I gotta put my sunglasses on. Oh, sorry. We went through 12 rounds of immunotherapy. Been doing MRIs and CT scans every 12, or was every month, and we went to every 3 months. We got into every 4 months, and recently I posted that he was happy with the PET scan and said that we don't need to do MRIs unless something comes up funky. So just a CT scan, and we're going to go every 6 months. Now that's really cool, and I'll tell you what, that's given me, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I'm wanting to do projects that I've had on the back burner for 10 years, trying to get things done, making the most out of every situation I can, make sure we make somebody laugh, because your legacy is what you leave behind, and if you're leaving behind sadness and ickiness, well, that's what you're gonna, that's it. I don't want to do that. I want to leave a legacy of hope, and making the best out of what I can, doing the best with what I got. I've always been that way. One of the things when I was learning how to play euchre was, you get all nines and tens, and you're like, oh man, I got ace no face. I need a new hand. And they're like, no, learn to play with what you got, and then we'll give you something better. And so I've kept that mentality all through life, and hi. And I've kept that through life, and trying to teach the kids that. It's been tough, but we are better for it. So today's just one of those I had plans for today that I was going to do, and then when I realized that what today was, things kind of changed. But so on my other channel, we do a live on Sundays, and this morning we did a live cook, and it was a simple 2-ingredient biscuit. But here's the thing, is when I went through brain surgery, the thing that I wanted to accomplish was to learn how to make biscuits from scratch. Now, never done that. It was very trying for me. It was very trying for me. I could read the recipe. I had the recipe all wrote out. 2 ingredients, right? Self-rising flour and heavy whipping cream. All right. Got the bowl. Needed 1 cup. Got the 1 cup. But then I'd freeze because my brain couldn't jump to the next step. It was like you were just on, it was like an old CD that would go into skip, like it had a scratch, and you just couldn't get past that without stopping it and going to the next song. Or the girls, my daughters, would get all the stuff out, and then I would be able to put everything, like measure it and mix it and patty it out and all that. So I couldn't do the whole process, which made it tough. And so anyway, I learned how to make 2-ingredient biscuits after brain surgery, and I tell you what, it was a chore, and I still love them. I feel accomplished when I make them now. Another thing that came up was we went back to Ohio, where I'm from, the 4th of July, right, but like 2 or 3 weeks before I got diagnosed. Like, we were in the process of the testing and figuring out what's going on, but didn't have definitive what it was. They were thinking non-Hodgkin's, but they weren't sure. And so like 2 or 3 weeks before, we were back in Ohio for the 4th of July, 2021. And my aunt had found this old skillet that was my great-grandmother's. And I never met my great-grandma that I know of, but it was my grandpa's mom. And this skillet dates back to like 1870. So pretty awesome. Well, she found it in the barn and gave it to me to restore. All right, fantastic. I love it. It's an old cast iron skillet. And well, after brain surgery, I got it cleaned up. Ran through the live tank, got it seasoned, and then that's what I cooked bacon in. So to make me feel somewhat, I would pull that skillet out and I would fry bacon in a 120-year-old skillet then. Amazing, amazing. Well, I would make my biscuits, and I'd put the biscuits in that pan and then put them in the oven. So today we broke out that Grandma Pearl skillet and made 2-ingredient biscuits. 2 accomplishments post brain surgery that it's something simple, but it means a lot. So I'm kind of getting emotional because, I mean, you know, my wife watches that show, Grey's Anatomy, and I can't watch it because when they show the guys doing the brain surgery, I'm like, if he farts, that guy's dead. You know, if he sneezes, he's paralyzed. Like, there's so many what ifs, and so I can't watch that. And you know, the hand of God was out on everybody through my whole process. And I don't know how to deal with that information, you know what I mean? How do you look at a situation like that and then look at where you're at 4 years later and say, this is where I'm supposed to be, and am I doing the right thing now? Am I doing what he wants me to do? And I don't know, but I am blessed. And I don't want to tell this story to brag. I wanted us hope, that the hope being, you think you're down and out and things can get worse. Man, even at the worst, there's still a light. You just got to look on the other side. And anyway, so today's my 4-year anniversary. Out walking the dog and blessed with a beautiful day. Sun shining. Got my nice rocking shirt. My wife made that. But a lot of things to be thankful for today. And well, I hope you all find a little bit of hope in this. I don't know why, but why you would, but I don't know. I mean, I'm still living. You know, I had a brain injury, 3 of them if you think about it. The way the doctor told me was it was 3. You had the tumor, the radiation, then the surgery. So the fact that I'm still kicking is pretty darn cool. So I'm making the best of it. There's still a lot of things that I'm not able to do, physically, mentally. Multitasking is one. Fortunately, this guy likes to walk, so I don't really have to keep track of what he's doing. So, but hey, y'all have a great day. We'll see you guys on the next one. Rock on, my mellow homies.